Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do just a quick overview on a knife that I've reviewed on the channel, and it's been on the channel many times before, and it's probably one of my most emailed about knives, and that right here is the Griffin Co. Scout Medic. And the reason I'm dropping this one today is because the Scout Medic and the Scout 2.5 are both dropping Thursday, March 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I can promise you they're going to sell out. They do every single time. And the Scout Medic is probably one of, is one of my favorite pocket droppers. And currently I'm on a small vacation with my family. We had 2 birthdays to celebrate. And I brought a few knives with me, and lo and behold, I didn't even know about the drop, and I had the Scout Medic with me because I currently have mine in this beautiful bag goods leather sheath that Griffin Co. collaborated with, and it's a very nice and minimal sheath, easy to carry. It already has a pocket clip, and it just makes it that much more easy to carry. But don't worry, if you don't want to spend any more extra money, it comes with a very nice and minimal fold-over taco style kydex sheath that keeps it very, very compact. Also, you could either carry it as a neck knife that way, or drop a one of the small ulti clips on it. If you wanted to clip it to the pocket, you could do that easily as well. The OEM on the Scout Medic and the Scout 2.5 that will be dropping is Bestech Knives, and I've reviewed plenty of knives OEM by Bestech, and they just do a fantastic top tier job on any knife that they produce. Your specs on the Medic, like I said, it's a nice little tiny pocket dropper, but the one thing I like about it is it has a nice generous handle on it. For my medium-sized hands, I can get a nice 4-finger grip. I had one of the combat beads, titanium beads on here, but I was in the process of swapping it over, but we ended up leaving to go out of town, so I didn't get to do that. So unfortunately, I can't have it there. But if you have a large hand or something and you really want one of these, try a little, either put a lanyard on it with a bead or a little knot right there, and it'll give you a little bit extra hold on to. It's a great one for the pinch grip. You know, just a quick cut. It's not going to scare anybody. I mean, it's 5 inches overall. It has a 1.65 inch drop point blade. This particular one has a beautiful satin finish on it. You got vertical belt satin on your primary and your swedge, then a brushed satin on your flats. You also have some very effective jimping up here, grips the finger perfectly. And as you can see right there, he has nailed that sharpening choil. Absolute perfection. That's what I'm looking for. You can have tons of sharpening light before that'll widen, and the cutting geometry on these is nice and thin, so they're going to do a great job at slicing. That drop point being just a little blade, you can easily manipulate that tip, and if you need to pierce into something, you know, bag of potato chips or something, you can do that really quick. I love the little chamfers he has on the side of the scales right there. I can do the little pinch grip. You know, if I need to do something like a nice felt cut between something, trying to do it very gentle, I could do that also. I'd have to say, out of all my little pocket dropper EDC fixies like this one is by far the one I carry the most. I mean, I like the overall package. And like I said, especially with this bag goods leather sheath, I can easily clip it to the pocket, and I completely forget it was there. I think last year it was at Blade Show. I carried one of these on my belt the entire time and never noticed it was even there unless I needed to use it. Very easy to carry, but if this one is a little too small for you, say you got big hands, or you know, you wanted a little bit more substantial blade, then you could go with the Scout 2.5. That one has an overall length of 6.5 inches with a 2.5 inch drop point blade. It's also in CPM MagnaCut. I have tested quite a bit of Bestech's MagnaCut, and they seem to do a really good job with it. I think they usually rock well at from like 61 to 63-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, or maybe a little bit higher. And I've had good results with it, no doubt. The Scout 2.5 also comes with a nice fold-over minimal taco style kydex sheath, and it comes with the little belt clip attachment that you can either swivel it, carry it vertical or horizontal, however you want to carry it. If you like to carry them Scout carry, it's set up like that, and it's a quick and easy adjustment turn it whatever way you want. You can can it literally from 180 degrees to 90. I think I read that he has 15 different scale options, so there's something for everyone. I currently have the milled and contoured titanium scales. The titanium scales and the brass scales have milled out pockets on the inside to bring down the weight, so it's not going to be as heavy as you think. The tie, if you want something, say if you're worried this isn't going to feel substantial in the hand, I find the tie does a great job of giving you that extra little heft that you would want. I do have one of these set up with my Carta scales, and that one is extremely lightweight. The tang is also skeletonized, and when I say featherweight, it is an absolute featherweight. Inside the little blade window right there, you got the Griffin Co., and it's like a blasted finish. It's just a very good looking pocket dropper, and it's definitely a complete package in my opinion. Whenever I get back and I can get my 100K giveaway scheduled, we are going to be giving away a Scout 2.5, one of the older models, the original Griffin Co. Scout 2.5 that made me aware of Griffin Co., and it was all history from there. So that one I'm going to be giving away to one of y'all lucky people in that giveaway also. Thanks to Griffin Co. for being one of my sponsors for my giveaway. Sorry I couldn't do a more professional video today. Like I said, we got one, we're leaving tomorrow, but this drop is going to happen before we get home. So I definitely wanted to get something up so y'all would be aware of the drops happening, like I said, because I get more emails about if I know when the drops on the Scout Medic's happening and the Scout 2.5. But, out of the two, this is probably the email I get most often. Of course, whenever Keith of Griffin Co. tells me that kind of stuff, I definitely try to pass it along, just like I'm doing today. And of course, that was my fault, being that I'm out of town for this drop. So I apologize, Keith, and hopefully this will make those of you who are interested in this aware of the drop tomorrow. Definitely set your calendars. Like I said, I can promise you they're going to sell out. He probably doesn't have a ton because he did a pre-order on these, and these are, I'm sure, the leftover knives from that pre-order, so it's not going to be half as much as the pre-order. The price on the Scout Medic for your standard scale options, I'm sure, which is probably the G10 and my Carta, is $140. There's other blade finishes. I'll probably have popped those up on the screen, but besides the satin, I know there's like a black washed and maybe a black bladed option. I think there's 4 total blade finishes, if I remember correctly. They're all beautiful. That's probably the hardest thing, is to choose which one you want to choose from. And if you say you get a titanium scaled version, but you want other scales to be able to interchange it later down the road or every day, I like changing out my scales every once in a while. It makes the knife feel brand new again. He will be selling these scales if you want to buy some separately besides the knife, or say you already have a Scout Medic and you want to buy some scales for your current Scout Medic. He's going to have a lot of those scale options available. I think he might have all of them available to buy separately. I'm not sure about the Scout 2.5, but he usually does have, extra scales for both. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions in particular, feel free to ask me down below, and I'll try my best to get back to y'all before I hop on my plane tomorrow, or before the drop actually happens, if possible. I will also try to keep y'all updated on any other further Griffin Co. combat beads drops. Who else has a Scout Medic or a Scout 2.5? Let me know what you think about yours down below in the comments. And has anybody picked up one of these Bad Goods leather collab sheath from Bad Goods Leather? That's where you get these from. I don't think Griffin sells these on his site. He just did a collaboration with Bad Goods, and talk about a high quality sheath. I have one for the Scout Medic. I have one for the Scout 2.5 and the Griffin Co. X Series EDC FIXIE. Definitely love all 3 of them. I think I like them as much as I do because they're very easy to carry. Even with the standard sheaths, they're very easy to carry, because I carried mine all in the standard sheath for a while, and I'd never had any issues with them. So there you go. That's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions down below. I hope every one of y'all is having a fantastic day, and stay tuned for the 100K giveaway that I'll announce when all that's going to happen whenever I get back and I know more. All right, guys and girls, hope every one of y'all is having a fantastic day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.